Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff McMahon, I'm your English teacher. This video is for both my English 1A and 1C students because this video, it's not about the content so much that I'm teaching, it's more about the approach. It's more about my philosophy of teaching, and it's a good introduction for you guys. And by the way, this is the first time I've taught a class. It's exclusively online, and I'm getting emails from students all over the world. In the past, I assumed everyone was in the Torrance area. Long Beach, Torrance, Bellflower, Hawthorne, Lawndale. Now I'm getting emails from Florida, Ohio. So, anyways, this is my philosophy of teaching. To me, when you take a class, the approach is everything. The framework is everything if you're going to be successful as a student, if you're going to feel good as a student, if you're going to feel good about your education. And what I mean by that is my philosophy is that I should be, as a teacher, the equivalent of a personal trainer at the gym. It's as if you were going to do an exercise circuit in the gym. I would be your trainer. It has to be the same mentality. As far as I can see, that would be the most effective way to be your teacher. Obviously, I'm not in the gym with you. Obviously, we have to look at this analogy in terms of you sending me a thesis statement or a sample paragraph and me giving you guidance on that. But it would be the same thing if you're going to the gym. You know, hey, your bench press grip is too wide. Hey, you're breathing through your mouth. You need to breathe through your nose only. If you breathe through your mouth, you're going to take 28 years off your life. Did you guys know that? And so, you know, you might be doing kettlebell swings, and I'm going to go, whoa, 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 you're bending over. You need to keep your back straight, dude. You're going to destroy your back. You're going to herniate your L5-S1 and your disc. So even in terms of dieting, what if I had a person coming to the gym and they smelled like cigarettes and whiskey coming out of their pores? I would be like, oh my God, what is this? We need to get you on a program of clean eating, no canola oil, no sugar, no processed foods, no alcohol. Let's get this diet clean eating. And so to me, part of it is analogous to exercising at the gym. The second thing that is huge is motivation. I mean, a personal trainer is going to have clients coming to the gym. They're depressed, they're distracted, they're checking out their Instagram account, their Snapchat account, they're distracted, they're anxious, they're depressed. You have to get people focused. Ladies and gentlemen, you want the secret to focus, discipline? Manage your smartphones. Take off the announcements, the bells, all that stuff. Obviously, you got to use your smartphone sometime. I get it, but there needs to be like chunks of your day, big chunks of your day where the smartphone is off. That's how you grow as a human being and mature and become more successful. My students all tell me the same thing. McMahon, my smartphone, it's compromising who I am. It's compromising my success. It's compromising what I do here as a student. So manage your smartphone. I'm not telling you to throw your smartphone away. I'm not telling you to flush your smartphone down the toilet. I'm not telling you to turn it off 24/7. But I am saying to turn it off for huge chunks of your day. It is a drug. It's a distraction drug. It's a chaos drug. And so motivation's a huge thing. The other framework that I approach teaching is when we go to a class, whether we're going to the gym or an English class or a martial arts class, we all have the same psychological needs. And if they're not met, chaos ensues. And I'm going to tell you the truth, man. I didn't have any of these psychological needs met when I was 17 years old going to college in Northern California. And I almost dropped out. I'm going to tell you guys something. I had panic attacks that were so bad, I thought I was going to lose it. I thought I was going to melt down in front of all the students, and I almost dropped out. For the first 2 years, I forced myself to go to college because I really had no other options, you know, except for poverty. And I forced myself, and even after the third year of college, even though my anxiety attacks weren't as bad, I was still anxious. I was never the calm, casual guy. I was never casual guy. I was always the intense dude. My professors were scared of me. I had that far off look, that stare. I had a beard. Dogs used to run away from me. I was benching 400. I was a bodybuilder. But my bodybuilder suit was just a bunch of armor to hide the little scared boy underneath. Sounds like a TV show for Netflix. So I didn't have the five. You need 5 psychological needs met. It's your framework for any kind of educational system you're in. I don't care if it's martial arts, the gym, an English class. Let's talk about those. You need a master warrior of discipline. You need to be able to master your passions. You need to have a warrior mindset. What I mean by that is that I'm an American, and I have that spoiled American mentality where I'm always complaining. Oh, my Wi-Fi is not fast enough. I'm always complaining. I have a sense of entitlement. I'm a spoiled little whiner, and I don't like it. I like the discipline that shuts that voice up, and I think we become happier when we shut that little whiner voice up, and we have the discipline to push away instant gratification and distractions and our little social media euphoric buzz of dopamine because someone liked our comment. That's not what discipline is. Discipline is having the strength to conquer your passions. I didn't have discipline when I went to college, and I knew it, and deep down I was scared. Number 2, you need a higher purpose. You have to realize that you're in this world not just for you, but for your family, for your friends, your loved ones, for society at large. They need you. We need you. I need you to be the best version of you. And I have to feel that way about myself. It's selfish to be full of self-pity and worried that life isn't about me. And so that's huge. Number 3, and I didn't have this my first year of college, you need self-respect. What do I mean by that? Self-respect, in my definition, is treating your life as if there are very high stakes in life. And if you fail, your worst self will take over your existence. By worst self, go watch Lord of the Rings. There's this character named Gollum. We all have a Gollum inside of us. And if we don't exercise our discipline and our maturity, we'll become Gollum. You guys have friends who are Gollum, and you need to break off those friendships because those friendships are draining you, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't have self-respect, you know what the opposite is? It's called careless disregard for your own life. Check this out. I have a brilliant student, just straight A student. He told me, I'm like, man, my older brother, he was this brilliant musician. He got a scholarship, and he dropped out his first year. And I go, what happened? What's he doing now? And he goes, well, he's living with my mother in the basement. He's probably in bed right now at 2 p.m. He's drinking beer. He's watching Netflix on his laptop. And he's probably texting his girlfriend. And he's depressed. And I'm saying to him, gee, I wonder why he's depressed. Because when you treat your life with careless disregard, depression is the inevitable outcome. I didn't have self-respect or self-discipline my first couple years of college. I was a basket case. You need belonging. You get belonging by developing a skill set in something and defining your career identity. Belonging is a natural human need. You develop that. You develop that in college. You develop that when you work out. You develop that in martial arts. And so belonging is huge. And finally, you need some kind of self-confidence. You need to show that you can go through the process of something and not have a meltdown, like writing a paper brick by brick and not having a panic attack and just having a casual email with me. One thing I don't need to lecture my students about is toughness. I've been teaching in Los Angeles for 25 years. My students are so tough. They've gone through so much adversity. They work long hours. They have families. They somehow squeeze college into their schedules. I've had students who didn't have homes. They sleep in cars. They sleep in hotels. They're in between houses. They're in between families, divorces, boyfriends, girlfriends. I've had students who are stalked by sociopaths. I've had students lose loved ones in the middle of the semester. I've had students have to leave the semester to give birth. I've had students who've come down with terminal diseases, or who have had children who came down with terminal diseases in the middle of the semester. My students are so tough. They go through so much, and I really do want to help them. Oh yes, my neighbor's alarm. Yes, I have to be tough for that. So I got to talk to that dude because this is a chronic problem. So I had a student, it's a long story, I'll tell you about it later in the semester, but you know, he was in the Marines, he was in Afghanistan, he came back, and his wife dumped him for some other dude. My student went crazy. He was homeless for 2 years. He lived by the railroad tracks, and now he's a very successful businessman. And I didn't even recognize him when he came to my office. His muscles were like this. He was this little tiny pipsqueak in my class, and then he had these giant muscles. I was going, dude, whoa, what happened to you, man? I guess he became a man. I don't know quite what that means. So final thoughts. If I had one piece of advice to give, just go back to something I said earlier. Smartphone management. Manage your smartphone. I'm not telling you to turn it off all the time. Just have some big chunks of your day where you don't have a smartphone on. You'll be more confident, you'll be more disciplined, you'll be more focused, less distracted, less chaotic, less depressed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's my introduction, that's my approach. Until next time, I'm out.